All right, what's up, guys? This is January 3rd today, and we're testing out some new campaigns. The Spanish debt relief is still going good. I have $100 going on it today. I'm about to turn this off and then open up the ad account. I'm launching a new campaign right now with Quicken Loans through Ecomfi Lead. Again, just because they're the ones that provide the tracking links, they're the ones that provide the creatives for me, advice with media buying. Basically, they handle a lot of the stuff that if I'm working with another network, they're not as willing to do. We'll track our results on that. Apparently, they've been doing really well lately since interest rates have dropped a little bit. They're still kind of high, but they have dropped a little bit. So people are, starting to jump back into doing refinances and home purchases and things like that. So we're going to go live with the campaign here in about an hour or so, and I'll show you guys my process of launching that. Also, one of these guys from Twitter gave me a little bit of advice in a comment. I'll post it right here. He basically told me to start doing this thing called surf scaling. I'm not really that big on media buying on Facebook. I practice a lot on TikTok, but Facebook's kind of new. I'll try it out. I need to learn a little bit about it first, but I'll try it out here shortly, and we'll go from there. So take a look down below. Here's the ad account now. All right, guys, what's up? Today is January 3rd. We are going to run through this expeditiously. Like I said, we got the Spanish debt relief Spanish debt relief calls going on here. And we're also going to launch a campaign alongside it with Rocket Mortgage, Quicken Loans, form fills. Interest rates have dropped a little bit, so these have been doing pretty well lately from what I've heard from my network that I'm running through the Ecomfi guys. They recommended it, so we're gonna run that. Right now, I just have the campaign set up, so I'm just gonna show you guys how I'm making it. Like I said before, I'm not a very good media buyer in my eyes yet, but day in, day out, we're gonna get there. But here's basically what it looks like. I'm gonna edit this just to make sure that it's all good on the campaign side. So, okay, Rocket Mortgage form fills, special ad category. Yeah, anything mortgage, you got to put housing. So we're good there. Traffic, daily budget. I have it at 50 right now. Probably going to set that closer to like 100. Yeah, we'll put that at 100 too. So we're spending about 200 bucks a day. I don't really care about this. Maybe one day, but not right now. Run ads all the time. Yeah, these are form fills, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to run them 24/7. All right, let's move on to the ad set. Websites. Let's rename this, I don't know, test one. No end date on this just because whenever you do a lifetime campaign on Facebook, you can actually choose the times. Yeah, no end date on this one. Audiences, I mean, I don't really know yet, to be honest. I can't select an age because I'm running special category. Location, USA. Custom audiences, I don't even know what to put for this one. Maybe like loans. Yeah, I can't do this yet. Don't have enough data. And we'll go with Advantage Plus placements. I don't really know what that does. I think it just like uses AI to determine where it should show it, like Instagram, Facebook news ad, Facebook, whatever. Show more. Yeah, I mean, we're good here. Next. Ad name, Rocket, whatever. Facebook page. I might have to make another page just so I can have it a little bit more branded, but let's go with billhacks.com for now. Single image. We're just gonna go one creative for right now because okay, so I gotta go over here and get the actual video that I got sent. Okay, just downloaded that. Okay. Once again, creative is something that I'm not really going to show you guys much of. Like I said, guys, creative is one thing that I'm not really going to show you guys because, again, like that's kind of where you set yourself apart, right? Like I said, the guys at Ecomfi do make me creatives. That's what I'm using. So I'm going to continue using them, but I'm not going to show you guys anything for right now. Maybe you'll see my ad, if you try to buy a house or something. Like I said, too, a lot of the financial stuff like insurance, mortgage, debt relief, it's very like program based. If you put like mortgage rates drop to 6%, buy a house now, see what you qualify for, it's really not going to do as well as if you said like, hey, there's a 3% down government program that you can use. Like you got to dress it up a little bit. People aren't just going to buy rate. This is something that I learned from being a loan officer. People do not care one bit about the rate. They only care about like special little programs. They care about the payments and they care about the down payment. Like that's the two things: payments, down payment. Anything else, they don't care. They'll take a 10% interest rate if the payment makes sense for them and if the down payment's fine for them. That's what it's all about. But like I said, you gotta kind of reference that it's a program from the government just so there's a little bit more trust there. And it is. I mean, it's FHA, right? Everybody can get an FHA loan. And then right here, I mean, the copy. I'm not really a great copywriter. I haven't really studied it that much at all. It probably doesn't make a huge difference when you're only dealing with smaller amounts of spend, like $100. I mean, when you're spending like 100,000 a week or a day, even, it probably makes a pretty big difference. So I'll definitely need to get better at that. But for right now, I'm just going to use Chat GPT for it. Chat GPT is pretty good, but you got to ask it the right prompts. If you do, then it gives you a really good answer. Let's just say I own a mortgage company that specializes in 3.5% down government FHA loans. I am making Facebook ads. Write me 5 strong, eye-catching headlines I can use. And actually, what's kind of cool? You can tell ChatGPT to use emojis too. Please use emojis here and there to make it more appealing and attention grabbing. All right, cool. Unlock your dream home with just 3.5% down. FHA magic awaits. I mean, a little cheesy, right? But it's not bad. So we're going to use it. So we're going to go over here to Ads Manager. Okay. Add another. Add another. What am I doing? What am I doing? I lost my train of thought there. I mean, I'm telling you guys, some of this stuff is so cheesy. Like, would I ever click on it myself? I mean, maybe, but realistically speaking, probably not. But that's the thing. I posted a tweet the other day that said smart people, or no, it said dumb people want to be smart people because they think it's going to make them rich. Smart people want to be dumb because they think it's going to make them rich. You got to understand, there's different levels of market awareness. And if you're selling something mass market, you really have to just dumb it down to the like literally a second grade reading level, or else it's not going to convert as well. You literally have to be like talking to elementary school kids. That's why the emojis do well. That's why like all these like TikTok clips do good is because like most people just are not that smart. They're not that smart. They don't like think about things. They just like see and they do. They see and they do. So whatever they read, whatever they see, whatever they watch, kind of like puts them in a trance. So that's advertising. It's so funny too, because I was always one of those people that was like,
oh, advertising will never work on me. Like, I'm aware, I know what's going on.
bro, advertising works on everybody. Even smart people, even rich people, even doctors, lawyers, whatever. Advertising works on them too. It works on everybody. Okay, headline. I don't know, bro. See what I'll say pre-qualify in 2 minutes or less. I mean, that'll work. It makes it seem easy. I mean, it is easy, but the funniest thing is these people are going to go through like a mortgage quiz basically, and then it's going to ask them for their social at the end. So they can decide whether that's easy or not. I'd put my social in, but that's because it's Rocket Mortgage. I mean, I know who I'm working with, so it's trusted. People have seen Rocket Mortgage, Quicken Loans, whatever. Why can't I move this? Okay, website. I gotta go get the link. Okay, website. I gotta go get the link. I'm gonna cut this part out just because they posted it in the Canva. Actually, no, I have it over here. Yeah, we're at $0, zero calls for the day. Whatever. We still got 2.5 hours to run this, so there'll be some calls before then. Okay, we'll do quick and compare Facebook, TikTok. Yep, we'll copy the link here. Let me just see though, because I need to make sure that this actually goes to the right website. Okay, it does. Display link, I don't know, rocketmortgage.com or Quicken Loans. Bro, I have no clue what just happened to my audio. No clue what just happened there, but it's all right. Um, basically, the Rocket campaign that I just launched got rejected, probably just because it's a little aggressive, but what can you do, right? Ultimately, I'm probably just gonna make a few edits to this, little ones, and then just re-upload it and be good. This ad does not comply with our advertising policies. Like, bro, come on. Anyways, I want to go over to Twitter to show you guys something real quick. This is a guy that I've been following for a little while now, just because he does affiliate and everybody's kind of documenting their journey. He said, daily update 54. People have been asking me if I made any money. I have generated sales, but I'm still unprofitable. Not for long, though. Soon you'll see that anything's possible if you put your mind to it. I've been in the space for 54 days, and you're going to start seeing the fruits of my labor all documented. Love to see it. Yeah, guys, it's not easy, especially if you're on your own. I'm never like a big one on paying for courses because I don't really think you need to. This guy said that he bought 2 courses. Truth is, a lot of the stuff's going to be outdated. And I'm not saying don't spend your money on courses because you got to know the basics, right? But in reality, the people that are selling courses, they usually have like one really good campaign and then maybe they can hit other campaigns, but a lot of times it kind of distracts from the main focus, which is just making creatives, running them. And those are the 2 hardest parts, right? Making creatives and running them. Like making a winning creative and really knowing what's going to work when you're by yourself is a steep learning curve. Like really steep. It's like climbing up Mount Everest. And that's just making the creative. That's not even the media buying side because you got to do a lot of testing on the media buying side and the creative side. Because, first of all, with the creative, you have to like, you can't just go random with it. You have to like have a process to make them. Same thing with the media buying. Like, you have to find your audience. It can take a lot of time or money to do it. But if there's a spectrum from, let's say, level zero to level 10, right? You're a Charmander on this side and a Charizard on this side. Yeah, bro, it's a steep, steep learning curve. Level 0 is like you know absolutely nothing. Level 1 is like you know how to find your way around the ads manager, you know your way around CapCut. Level 3 is like I don't even know. Level 3 is like putting it all together, like pushing the baby bird out of the nest and generating your first dollar. It might have been at a loss, but generating your first dollar in revenue. Level 4 would be like making your first $1 in profit. I don't even know, to be honest. Like, you guys got to understand, I'm not an expert at this by any means. Like, I know how high the mountain can go, and I feel like I'm not even close to that. I probably generated like, I mean, dude, my first winning campaign was like I've been trying to do pay per call for a while. My first winning campaign was only like just recently. So if you guys think that you're listening to an expert, you're not. Absolutely not. And I've seen guys spend $500,000 in a day during open enrollment. But another thing too, though, is that like it is difficult, but it's simple, right? There's only like if you're good at looking at data, optimizing it, and knowing what you need to correct, I feel like it's pretty simple because at the end of the day, the highest level affiliates are usually guys that have teams under them that do like the media buying for them, making creatives. And I mean, it's just trying different things. I wouldn't like it definitely is skill. I'm not going to say that it's not skill, right? But it's not like the things that they're doing are like super difficult to do. Like not anybody could do them. It just you kind of have to know which levers to pull and where to pull them. And like if you want to get a massive campaign, you got to know like what pulls on the strings of your ideal client. But I mean, at the end of the day, all they're doing is just putting money into the ad account and clicking go. Anybody can do that. I mean, when you really have to just simplify everything as much as you possibly can. If you're making it creative, you need a strong hook, you need quick switches. Like it needs to be fast paced, and somebody needs to feel encouraged to call. They need to feel like it's going to be beneficial. They need to feel like it's going to be easy. Sometimes in the creative, I even like go out of my way to kind of like disqualify people sometimes. Cause that's, you'd be surprised when they see something scammy, like kind of scammy or aggressive online, they're going to think that it's too good to be true a lot of times. So you got to really like disqualify them. It's like sales. You're getting somebody to like think about it this way. You guys are pushing somebody to the brink
of the sales funnel, right? There's the marketing funnel, right? You guys are funneling them down here, but then you got to push them through the sales funnel. So you got to push a lot of shit out of the way to get them in there. So that's what I mean. You have to make your ad as general and as far reaching as possible while also disqualifying people at the same time. And not necessarily disqualifying them to get them out of the pipeline, but disqualifying them to warm them up, just so it seems more authentic. If I'm advertising for debt relief and if somebody sees an ad that says, cut your debt in half, call now, they're going to think like, this is too good to be true, it's a scam. But if I say, hey, some people have been, not everybody, but some people have been able to cut their debt in half, here's how they did it. They get to a landing page, they have to answer a few questions, and the questions are like, do you make at least $50,000 a year? Is your credit score at least this? Like it legitimizes it in their minds. And that's what you want to do, is legitimize it as much as possible, because they're only going to call in when they think it's fully legit. Just a little psychology lesson there for you guys. Like I said, copy can go a long way, but I think like what goes the farthest is just like having the balls to tell somebody, hey, you're not a good fit. We're only looking for this type of person. And like I said, I think a lot of people like that. I mean, I would even recommend trying this out when you're dating girls. I don't care if that sounds misogynistic or whatever. You're dating a girl, she's short. Sorry, I only like tall girls. You got to make them like justify themselves to you. That's how you get the best results. Anyways, guys, one other thing is with this NicheScraper guy here, the one thing that I will say is it's almost impossible to go from that 0 to 1 or 1 to 2 if you don't have good support. I told you guys about how I had my first winning campaign just recently. That was only through the help of the network that I was running through, which was the eComfi guys. They've been doing this, I think, like 3 or 4 years now in like just lead gen paper call niches. And like I said, they basically have an in-house team that makes the creatives for you. So you don't like that already takes 90% of the burden to success out of the equation. Then they tell you exactly where to run it, when to run it, how to run it. Like it's very straightforward. How could I not refer people to these guys? And they're local here in Miami. I met them at the Ringba suite at the Heat game. Ringba, if you guys don't know, is a call tracking platform. They basically make sure that the calls that the affiliates send are actual quality calls and that the affiliates aren't getting skimped out when they get paid. So Ringba brings in all the highest level affiliates. A lot of guys are network owners or they just run traffic themselves. So like I said, I'm going to link everything down below, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Skype. If you guys need a warm introduction to any networks, send me a message on Skype. But other than that, let's run the outro.
I'ma run up a chick. Every day I go hard and they never stop coming. Niggas bitches down like I'm stunned. Brand new McLaren and it's over 300. Run it up, take it all and bring that shit to my grave. And I can't seem to get it right. Damn near half what I made. And I came from the block where it's storming. And I came from the trenches by my lonely.